Welcome once again to my channel. This is Grace Manzi here. In the video today, I'll be showing you how to make a box pleated paperback skirt. Very simple, very straightforward, okay? In my previous videos, I showed you how to make a box pleated skirt. The concept is the same, except that there's a paperback effect to it, which you will see when you watch the video, okay? Now, before we get into the video, I just want to say a very special thank you to all the subscribers of this channel, those who watched the videos, those who liked, those who shared, and all the wonderful comments. Thank you so much, and may God richly bless you, okay? If you are watching me for the first time, today is your day. Just hit that subscribe button, also the notification bell, so that you don't miss out on any of the videos that are going to come up on this channel, okay? Also, you can follow me on Instagram at GraceManzi199706, at GraceManzi199706. There's also some wonderful projects there that I make besides what I put on video, okay? And if you are interested in any of them, just request and I'll make a video for you, okay? Now, let's just get straight into the video. You are going to need your fabric, interfacing for the waistband, a chalk, skirt zip, some pins, a pair of scissors, and a tape measure. Now, this is my little model of a box pleated paperback skirt, okay? So, it consists of box pleats around your waistline, and it's got a waistband, okay? This is where your waistline is, and that's the waistband and the paperback effect, okay? So what you need to determine is how wide you want your paperback effect to be. Mine is going to be 2 inches, okay? So you start by measuring the 2 inches, and then you measure the waistband width that you desire, okay? Mine is going to be 2 inches. So this 2 inches is my waistband width plus 2 inches of the paperback effect. That makes 4 inches, okay? So before I measure the skirt length, I have to measure the 4 inches first, and then from here all the way to that line is my skirt length and the hem allowance, okay? Also consider that when you fold in your fabric, it is going to come all the way to where the waistband starts. So you fold in 4 inches first before you start making the box pleats, as I'm going to show you when I make this skirt, okay? So that's basically what a box pleated paperback skirt looks like, okay? It hangs on your waistline like a paperback, like that. Okay, now let's get to the fabric. Right, you will need 3 yards of Ankara fabric, okay, if you are using Ankara fabric, and also make use of the design of the fabric as well, okay? You either cut it like I have done here. This side is just the skirt length, including the 4 inches and the hem allowance, okay? And that's the normal width of the Ankara fabric as usual, okay? But if the design does not allow it, you might be able to cut your fabric going the other way, all right? So now, with the right side of the fabric, like that, the first thing you are going to do is to fold in the 4 inches, okay? So to do that, you need to take your tape measure and measure your 4 inches, starting from where you are going to have your waistline, okay? So you start measuring 4 inches like that, okay? And mark, okay? 4 inches. Mark. So fortunately for me, as you can see, right, the 4 inches is falling along that line here that you can see. So all I'm going to simply do is to fold my fabric, okay, along that line and pin all the way across like that, okay? Right, can you see that? Right, once I've pinned, okay, this is the wrong side of the skirt. Once I've pinned all the way to the end, what I'm going to do is just to give it a very good press, okay, so that I can start making my box pleats, okay? So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to fold it all the way and then press it, and then I'll come back and show you how to do the box pleats. Now the 4 inches is turned in as I have done here, and I've pressed it. So I'm not removing the pins yet, okay? So what I do is I'm going to measure from the top of the skirt here to the hemline. I've got 30 inches, right? So from 2 inches down, that will leave 28 inches. And then 2 inches is going to be for the waistband. So from 2 inches down, it's 28 inches, and my skirt length is 27 inches. So my hem is 1 inch, okay? So what I'm going to do is, before I start even making the pleats, I'm going to go ahead and fold in 1 inch here and do a hem, make the hem, okay? I'm going to hand sew this, so you've got to be very patient if you want an excellent and neat outcome. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to sit down and do my hem, okay, before I even do the pleats. Now let's say this is my stretch of fabric. This is how you are going to make the pleat, okay? You start by measuring 2 inches, okay? This is for zipper allowance and seam allowance at the back, okay? So you measure 2 inches and leave it. You measure another 2 inches and mark, another 2 inches and mark, and then you bring that second 2-inch mark all the way to the first 2-inch mark, okay? After doing that, you are going to measure 4 inches, okay? And then measure 2 inches and another 2 inches. So you bring that mark all the way, okay, to the second 2-inch, right? So you repeat the same process, and at the end, you're just going to leave 2 inches, the same as you left 2 inches here, okay? Now, if you check between those 2 lines here, if you check, there is 12 inches to make 1 box pleat, okay, like that. There's 12 inches just to make 1, okay, right? And 12 inches is how much you need to make just 1 box pleat. And how many box pleats do I need? My waistline measurement is 36. I divide it by 4 because each pleat is 4 inches wide, okay? So I'm going to get 9. So it means I've got to make 9 of these. So 9 times 12 will give me 108. So I need a stretch of 108 inches in order to make a 36, which is my waistline, okay, plus 2 inches at the edge, at the end of the series of box pleats, okay? So it means you might have to join the fabric pieces, but if you are using Ankara as I did, just make sure there's a continuation of the design of the fabric, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. Just watch what I'm doing on the fabric. That's exactly what I've just illustrated here, okay? Now the pleats are done. The next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and press the box pleats in place. Now I've pressed the pleats, okay? The next thing I'm going to do is to do the waistband, right? If you remember, the waistband sits 2 inches from the edge here, okay? Right, and it's 2 inches wide, so it means I only need 3 inches, okay? The width of the waistband, and the length is going to be 36 inches plus 2 inches to cover the 2 inches that I left on both ends here, okay? So it's going to be 38 by 3 inches. So that's what I'm going to do now, and I'm going to fuse interfacing, which is only 2 inches wide, just to cover there, okay? It's not covering the ½ inch sewing allowance, okay? So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, this is what the waistband looks like, with ½ inch folded in on either side, and it's 2 inches wide, okay? And I've just fused in the 2 inches wide interfacing, as you can see. So it's ready to be attached to the skirt. So that's what we're going to be doing next. Okay, this is how you attach the waistband. You just fold that in, okay? Once you've done that, you're going to edge stitch both the top and the bottom of the waistband, okay? You're just going to edge stitch both ends, taking the pins out as you go along, right? After doing that, the next thing we're going to do is just to overlock this end here where we left the 2 inches, okay? Ready to do the seam and the zipper, okay? So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, now to do the side seam, okay? This is where the waistband starts, right? So I'm going to start measuring the 7 inches for the zip from the waistband, okay? And then I'm going to finish off the seam by just making an ½ inch sewing allowance there. Once that is done, okay, then I'll attach the zip only up to where the waistband ends here, okay? And then I'll finish off the rest by just using my free hand to sew this, okay? So it will be open. So I'll show you once I've done that, okay? Okay, the zip is in place now. As you can see, that's the inside and it's ending here, and that's the outside, okay? So here is the finished skirt, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, share with your friends, and if it's your first time, why don't you just subscribe to this channel and join the team. God bless you and happy sewing. I'll see you outside when I try on this skirt as usual. Thank you.